Take a look at what causes the golf ball with the driver to be skied, or when you hit it off the sort of the top of the crown of the club face, and why the ball just spends more time going upwards than it does going forwards. And probably the most common fault for this is the player on the downswing with the driver letting the upper body start to lunge forward too much, so the head gets out in front of the golf ball. As a result, the club comes crashing down too steep into the ball, and you catch the ball, like we said already, off that top half of the face. So something I'd like you to think about if this is a shot you struggle with is, number one, to create more of a feeling that you're hitting the driver off essentially a little bit of an upslope. And I think this is a really nice visual to have, even to the point of getting yourself out on the golf course. If you can find a slope, set up to it on an upslope, and then just make some swings and feel how the club moves up the hill, if you like. We don't want the club to bury into the ground. Feel like you're going to swing the club up the slope, and when you do that, you'll get a sense that the upper body is just tilted to the right a little bit more, so the belt buckle always closer to the target than the top shirt button. And a lot of that is preempted by the ball being a little more out towards your left heel, creating some tilt to start with. We quite like the idea when people are hitting with the driver, once you're in the right setup, you can see we've tilted enough that the zip on my top here points to the inside of my left foot. What we don't want is to see the spine vertical, or worse, even left leaning. So to create that tilt, have the feeling that the zip or your shirt buttons pointing to the inside of the left foot. And then on the way down and through, we want to really almost increase that feeling of tilt, the head staying back a little bit as the legs push forward. Done correctly, it always gives the player a feeling that the club's traveling from low to high. So as a drill, what I'd quite like you to do, pop him up on a T-peg, get set up to hit driver. Like we said, put some tilt in there, but we're just going to hit some little halfway back, halfway through shots, and really just creating that sensation that the head stays back while the club works its way low to high through the golf ball. This is a great drill, and you'll almost get a sensation that the golf club might just touch down a little early. Well, of course, if the club touches down early, by the time it reaches the ball, that's going to have the club rising, so there's no way you're going to catch it high off the face. So ball off the inside of the left heel, create some tilt so the zip onto the inside of that left foot, and then just a little waist high to waist high, and have that visual that you're swinging more on an upslope and allowing that club to feel it travels from low to the ground to high through the ball. So it's going to change the attack angle, get you hitting it a little bit more on the up.